Hi, welcome to this morning's Tai Chi. So today let's explore that feeling of stepping wide and narrow and empty and full. So basic to Tai Chi but so important. So let's have, as best we can, that feeling of beginner's mind as we're doing this. That feeling of curiosity to know what this is like, what this means. And each time we do that, it just enhances our practice and gets us a little bit deeper, wider. So let's start today now, feet parallel shoulder width. And just take a minute just to bring ourselves here. Feel the presence of the whole body. Feel the air around today. Just coming into this moment. And now let's turn the right foot out and step forward with the left, and notice when you're stepping out with the left that you're stepping out wide. So stand for a minute double weighted to feel both legs full, and now bring the weight into the front leg. So we notice what I said, wide and narrow and full and empty. So we'll explore those feelings today, because each time we do that it just helps us to sink better and deeper and understand the feet. The more we can bring these sensations and awareness into those feelings in Tai Chi, the more present we are and the more benefit it is to us. So we've stepped out wide with the left, and now we're going to bring the weight into the left foot. So feel now the left leg is full, the back leg isn't completely empty, but it's definitely more empty. So this one is yang and this one is yin. So let's start on that front foot, and we're going to breathe in, filling the back foot. Breathe out, filling the front leg. And let's also get that feeling of gratitude for this life that we have, this air we can breathe, for this practice of developing awareness, or whatever you feel like feeling grateful for today. Opening us for the practice, opening us for life. Filling into the back foot, filling into the front foot. And one more. Feel that front foot full, and now empty that as we fill the front foot. Fabulous. So let's swap the feet, bring the feet in close together and feel yourself double weighted. Now stand for a minute. So the more we notice the feelings of being double weighted, and then we're going to sink into the left foot, so the left foot's full. And now we're going to step and feel like here we're narrow. Feet are close together. Now let's step out wide and bring the weight into that front leg, into the right leg now. So the right leg is more full than the left. So the contrast is what we're looking for. Notice the feeling of being full and empty. And we're going to just, and wide, feel that feeling of nice wide stance. Like if you bring one foot in like this would be narrow. So we want to step out wide. So we're tuning into that feeling of stepping wide, which is open, vulnerable, but strong. So weight in the front leg's full, and we're going to breathe in. Delicious air, and breathe it out. Get a feeling of being grateful for this air that we can breathe in. Right into the belly, and the back leg's full, and then right out. Feel the front leg full. Back leg, most of the weight going down the back leg, so most of the weight on the front leg. Back leg is yang and the front leg is yin. It's empty, and now the front leg is full yang. feel that feeling of filling into your back leg. Filling into the front leg. Even this simple posture can become so interesting when we explore. Like a beginner, what does it, imagine it's your first time feeling that front leg filling. And then it's your first time feeling that transition into the back leg. What would it feel like? You had a beginner's mind. How do the arms feel? Feel this pressure building in here, and then this resistance to opening as we go back. This is how our form stays so fresh and interesting. I know we just squeeze the arms together. Pull them apart, open. Squeeze them in. The last one. Beautiful. So let's bring the heels back together and feel ourselves double weighted again. And now we're going to do the stepping like a cat for that feeling of full and empty, narrow and wide. Fabulous. So weights on the right foot to begin with, and we're going to step out nice and wide onto the heel of the left. Now the left foot's still empty here, and then we roll the weight into it. So the left foot's full, the back foot's empty, and then we step close together. Feel that narrowing in. Very little space between the legs, and then stepping out wide onto the ball of the foot. So everything gets more narrow, stepping out wide. Left foot full, left foot empty. Left full, left empty. Let's just focus on the stepping foot of filling it as you step out wide, empty as they come together. Filling here, emptying here. And notice how your right foot is full, and then your left foot is full, left leg, foot, that whole side. So let the arms open out as we fill into the back foot. Bring everything in as we come into the right foot. And let everything expand out wide as we come into the front foot. Let everything gather in as we come into the right foot. So opening wide into the back foot. Gathering in to the weighted. So the front foot's yang, and the back foot is. And then the left foot is the back foot. So interesting when we start tuning into this. It's so interesting to feel this right leg filling, left leg filling, right leg filling, left leg filling, and keep yourself down. That's it. So there is a temptation to come up in the middle. So we want to feel this sinking down into the right leg as we pick up the back foot. Sinking down into the left leg as we bring it down. Gather everything in. Open it up. Gather it in. This contrast, so interesting. Narrow and wide. Narrow. Hugging everything into your center. And then just opening it out. And we'll do one more. Hugging everything into the center, opening it out wide, and then let's bring the heels together. So beautiful. And then we're going to sink into the left foot. Feel now, stand for a minute and feel yourself double weighted. It's this interesting, it's our interest in the contrast, in what that feels like, that keeps this practice so alive and interesting. So now we're going to sink down into the left foot. So the left is full and the right's empty, so everything tucked in, and then we step out wide. And then we gather it in. Feel like you're hugging yourself here, and then we step out wide. So into into the left foot, narrow, right out wide into the front, in together, stepping out wide, weight in the left, weight in the right. So feel that feeling of narrowing in, and then feel you're opening out wide, coming in narrow. If you get a little wobble, that's great. It means we're working ourselves, so we step out lovely and wide, gather it in, out wide, gather in, expanding, 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 drawing it all in, expanding, 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 drawing it all in. Notice how nice it feels to open, 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 and then like cuddle yourself back in, and open, 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 gather back in, open, open, open. Let's do two more. Gather in, open, 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 gather in. Okay, great. So feet back into attention posture. So I thought we'd stick with this today and we'd explore it in our form. So we're always doing brush left knee and push. So I thought we'd explore it with brush left knee and push and play guitar. So I'll do it facing this way first. So we're going to have the weight into the right foot, so we'll do the right side. And we're going to open the arms up, and then as you're turning back, we step out, feel your weight in your right leg, and now like we were doing, step out wide with the left and sink into it. And now we stay in the left foot, we're going to turn left, pick up the right foot, left foot's full now, and it's narrow stance, and step back on the ball of the right, pick up the left, and this is narrow, so feel what that feels like. And then we open up again, bring your left foot in, and now step out wide again, and feel yourself coming into that left foot. So the left foot's full now and the back foot's empty. So this little threesome is fabulous for tuning into that feeling of wide and narrow. So let's go again. We're here. So actually, for all of us who know it, you'll probably know the form by now. So when we start here, we're in white crane spreads wings, and notice in white crane spreads wings we have a narrow stance. We're only on the ball of the left, and we sink down. So we're going to stretch out wide with the left onto the heel, sink forward to push, weight in the left. Keep turning left, pick up your right foot, and then it comes down a little bit closer to the left, and then we pick up the left and bring the left foot down on the heel, and this is narrow, and our weight's in the back foot. And then we're going to open, open, open the arms, step out wide with the left, sink into it. So now the weight, 70 or 80% in the left foot. Left leg, much more full than the right. So let's just do it a few more times, just to investigate that feeling. So we'll start in white crane spreads wings, and feel yourself in white crane spreads wings. Our weight is all in the right foot. So the left foot is empty and it's narrow, it's in close to the right. And then we just sink this down. So now when we're stepping, get the feeling now, focus on stepping wide onto the heel, brush past the knee and sink forward to push. We turn to the left, pick up the back foot and put it back down, turn to the right. Now you're back in your right foot and the left foot comes down on the heel, but that left leg is quite empty. And then we open up again. Feel that right leg now all the time full. And then we step out with the left, and now we fill the left leg. Okay, so let's just do that one more time. So we're in attention posture and we've just completed white crane spreads wings. So we're in the right leg and the left leg is empty, so we can pick it up. Let yourself feel all the way down that right leg. Okay, and then we sink. We get the energy running down that right leg here. Turn back and pick up the left leg, lovely wide step onto the heel, brush past the knee, sink into the left. Keep turning left and your back foot peels up. Sit into the back foot, and now the left foot comes on and it steps in closer for a narrow step, And then we step out lovely and wide again. Brush left knee and push. Okay, great. So always interesting to explore those, because if you can get the stepping wide, the feeling of stepping wide, nearly all our steps are wide in Tai Chi, except like play guitar, white crane spreads wings. So we're always opening the body, and we want to feel that feeling of full and empty. Okay, so now let's do some waving hands. We wave our hands in the clouds. Do, 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 do. So now we've been working a little bit, so let yourself feel, before we do the waving hands, feel this little energy flow between the palms. Just tune into that. And then we're going to connect left palm to the heart, right palm to the dantian. And feel yourself now again, nice and wide stance. Press the left palm a little towards your heart, feeling that little resistance there between your heart and your palm, which is that energy. This is a beam of energy that's going between the palm of the left hand and the heart. And feel it. If you don't feel it, imagine it. Some people like to imagine it as a beam of light. To me, mostly, it just feels like this kind of subtle pressure. Lovely. And then between the lower hand, for me, the right hand and the dantian. Even move that palm around a little bit. Feel like you're circling the energy in that energy center. With the right hand, you can circle it on the top heart energy center with the left hand. Getting those connected, and then we're going to turn left. Now feel how your left leg is full here as the energy goes up and down, and the right leg is much more empty. We feel the right leg full here now. So just turn back to the left softly. Now feel that filling of the left leg. Now as you're turning to the right, notice how your left leg begins to empty. And the right leg fills. And as we turn back, notice how the right leg now is emptying. That chi is moving from the right over to the left. And we sink it down here. Left leg is full. And now softly back over. Like you're bringing this with you over into your right leg. Now feel how lovely and empty the left leg feels. How full the right leg feels. Feeling the left. Feel the right leg empty now. Bring it across. Notice right leg full. Left leg empty. So let's do a few quietly and just feel that in yourself. When we come back to the center. Again, just take a moment, just feel that connection, this time now between your right hand and your heart. left hand on the dantian. Feel, imagine you're beaming energy between those palms and the centers. Beautiful. So let's turn the right foot out. Right foot's full, and step forward nice and wide with the left again. And bring the hands up, these lovely connection here between the palms. Just listen to that feeling of connection here. Bring your mind right down into the palms, right down to the tips of your fingers and even beyond. Feel all the space all around here, even up along your arms. And feel this. When I move my fingers up, it's like feel like a flow of energy up this arm, or a flow of energy up that arm. So we can circulate energy in our body with our attention. So, and actually, it was on my mind to do this, and I haven't done it for a while. So let's just play with this idea for a minute. So this is called directional breathing, right? So what I want you to do is bring your hands together like this, and notice if one is a little bit longer, taller than the other. Like for me now, the right hand is just, so you start, actually I'll go back again, I'm jumped in, because I want to get you into this feeling of the directional breathing. So bring the lines on your hands together, stretch across, and then let the fingers connect, and notice, for me, my right middle finger, all my right fingers actually are a bit longer than my left. Okay. So now take them apart, and now just consciously I want you to breathe right down into the fingers. Bring your attention as you breathe in. Imagine you're breathing right down into your fingers. Feel them tingling, or whatever way they feel to you. And breathe out from your fingers. Enjoy it. Breathe into your fingers. Breathe out. Breathe into the fingers. And out. And last one. And just do one more, and focus on the hand that was shorter. Just feel your mind coming down into that hand. So now we bring these lines back together, connect them up, and bring the hands together. And now, this time, my left is slightly longer than the right. I mean, how crazy is that? So that's fabulous. So that's what happens with directional breathing. It's really interesting. So sometimes, if you get a pain or something and you want to help it heal, when you breathe down into that part of the body, you're bringing energy and awareness, and if you can, bring love as well. That really accelerates the healing. So when we're doing this one now, I was thinking about that last night. About this directional breathing, because it's so interesting how we can bring energy to different parts of the body. So when you get your hands up here now, the reason I did that is I want you to feel now, like as you breathe in, breathe right into those palms, into the fingers. So we bring our attention down here, gather some energy down here. Feel like the arms are filling, the hands are filling, the palms are connected. And then we're going to draw that energy through our hearts and up and through the heart and over the head. So feel. And we're also here now, as we come over, we're filling the front leg. Come in and fill the back leg. We're also filling this space with our awareness, with our energy, or with universal energy. Now use your ability to direct your attention that you did with your hands, so you know you can do it, to connect out to all of us. Imagine your energy, your attention going out over the group and coming up through. Feel that lovely feeling of being connected as we pull the energy through, and then we reach it out, and then feel that lovely sense of connection as you pull it through, and then let it go back out to the group. Pull it through, let it go, pull it through, let it go. So now let's imagine it coming down over all of us together. So we bring the heels back together, and now let's step forward with the other foot for balance. And when you're stepping, let's go back here to practice that. Bring our mind into it. So we're double weighted, heels together. And then we're going to sink all the weight down into that left leg. Feel the left leg completely full. So the right leg, pick it up, it's empty. So now you can put it down nice, feel like you're stepping out wide, not too far forward, but just play. Just bring the foot out and back. Notice you can bring it down anywhere you like. You could step it down behind, you can flex the foot and step it down nice and wide in front. And then reach out to all of us. Draw that energy in. For our heads, you're going to come under the ground, bringing the earth's energy out, up through all of us. Heaven's energy down through all of us. Feel how nice it is to share. Imagine this washing down over everybody. It expands our consciousness way out over all of us, way up through all of us. And the last one, up through the group. And let's let it float down, down, down over all of us. Fabulous. Also awesome tight cheers. So now let's do our form together, and as we're doing it, watch for wide and narrow and full and empty. So we're going to sink down, so both legs nice and full. The arms float up, both legs still full. So now we're going to softly turn to the left, bringing the weight into the left leg so the right leg's empty, and then back into the right so the left leg's empty. So then we can step out wide with the left and let the left leg fill as your right leg empties. Turn to the right, bring the weight into the right leg, and then keep it as we turn back to the left, back to the right, and now slide the left foot in, narrow step, and its left leg's empty. Sink the right hand down, pick up the left, stepping out wide, sink into the left leg full. Just stop for a second, notice how your right leg is much more empty, and then we turn left, pick up the back foot, sit back into that right foot. Now it's filling, so the left foot's empty, and we can bring it in close, narrow step, play guitar. We open up again, and we step out nice and wide with the left. Left leg fills, right leg empties. We sit back into the right, adjusting the left. Now I'm just stepping back for space. Pick up the right, and then we sit, right leg's empty now, and we bring it down empty, and then the weight sinks into the right. This is kind of a narrowish step. And then we step wide with the left and punch to the right. Turn left, withdraw into the right foot, so the right foot becomes full, left empty, and then we sink into the left. And then we're going to turn back to the right, bringing the left foot round, so now the left foot's empty, and then we sink into it. Step out with the right, and now for this form, the two legs fill as we sink back down. Okay, so I'm going to do one last one, and I'm going to do it quietly, so we can get a feeling. So you can get the feeling of listen for yourself, explore for yourself, play with it yourself, enjoy. Okay, together. So, thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have a lovely day and that the sun is shining on you too. It is fabulous here today. So thanks for those hearts, lovely to see them coming up. So please like and like you did, and comment if you enjoy, and I shall talk to you soon. Lots of love. Bye for now.